Greetings. This is Rick Powers coming to you from my home office for Western Technical College. This is the video introduction for week 2 in introductory statistics. And our next set of topics have to do with one of the major parts of statistics, which is description. That after having measured and collected a bunch of data, then we need to have some way to organize it properly and then to present it in such a way that it's meaningful and that we can understand the behavior of the data based on what the graph looks like. Graphing is actually one of the most important things in statistics because it shows you things about what the numbers are doing in terms of the relationships with each other. And you really can't get that from anything else in terms of really having a focus on the relationship of numbers. When you see the graph, it tells you so much compared to looking at the numbers themselves or figuring out equations or anything like that. And so it's very important to be able to do this properly and to have a good interpretation and to have data sets that are set up to be graphed a certain way, that you have a certain type of graph for certain types of data. So that's very important to be able to figure that out and to work with what statisticians have come up with. Now, in this process, okay, it is okay for you to just graph things with a pencil and a paper and just drawing the things that you need. Now, of course, you need to be somewhat organized and neat in doing that so that you would make sure that things are properly spaced out, even spaces on vertical and horizontal or whatever it needs to be, and proper labels and so on. At the same time, it is possible that there could be computer software that's available to you to make that process a lot easier and to give you a lot more accuracy and just to do everything for you and make it a lot easier and faster to do the homework. And so I do have some software instructions that are out there. Now, your textbook is a first edition. And what that means is that they haven't gone through and fixed everything that's maybe wrong with what they do. And one of the things that can be wrong is how they do the software instructions. So it takes a little bit of work to do that. And I do recommend that you understand how to use Microsoft Excel. That's a good option, but not for everything. Microsoft Excel just doesn't have all the capability to do the necessary kinds of graph that you need to be able to do. Now, again, you can do them by hand, that's okay. But then I do have another set of instructions for other websites that you could use to do graphs. But then there's something else called R, which is a software program that is used by a lot of different industries, and it can be very useful for you, but it's different. It's more of a computer language kind of a thing, not just entering things into a spreadsheet and picking a list of possibilities. You actually have to write certain things down, enter them into the computer, but it's not very difficult in terms of the length of the program. It's like 5 lines. So it's not hard in that sense. But I think it'd be useful for a number of you to try it out, see what you think. And if you can use it, it can really speed things up, make things easier. Now, we do also have then a homework assignment, and then there is a practice exam and a mastery exam. And I'll be giving out more information about those. But basically, the idea of the practice exam is I'll give you questions and show you what the answers look like. And then you can work through those. And then for the mastery exam, you would actually need to show your work and send that to me so that I would know what you did in order to get those answers. Certainly, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me with that. And best wishes for week 2.